Hello everyone, in this video we'll cover three constitutional bodies: National Commission for Scheduled Caste, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe and National Commission for Backward Classes. Okay, so let's begin. Before moving ahead, let's see the difference between Scheduled Caste, Scheduled Tribe and other backward classes. Okay, so Scheduled Caste are socially disadvantaged caste historically who were subjected to untouchability, right? So those are the scheduled caste. Scheduled tribe are the indigenous communities with distinct culture, geography and isolation. And other backward classes are socially and educationally backward classes. Okay, so they are not SC and ST. Now historical reason, they suffered caste based discrimination. They are geographically isolated, so they live a tribal way of life, and these are social and educational backwardness. So OBCs have social educational backwardness. Now key problem which this caste suffered was untouchability, social discrimination. A scheduled tribe suffers isolation, displacement and lack of development, and OBC they suffer for lack of education and social advancement, right? So there are three articles in the constitution which mention about this caste. So for scheduled caste, article 341, scheduled tribe 342 and OBC article 340. Right, now identification of this three castes, so it's done by the president. He prepares list of scheduled caste. Scheduled tribe is also by president. He prepares list of scheduled tribes, and 340 other backward classes. So both center and state prepared their separate list for OBCs, right? So we have three constitutional bodies. For SC we have National Commission for Scheduled Caste. For Scheduled Tribe we have National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, and for OBC we have National Commission for Backward Classes. And these are the articles: article 338, article 338A and article 338B. Right, so example communities for scheduled caste are Dalit communities, they are Adivasi communities, they are Yadav, Kumri, Jat communities. Okay, so this varies state wise. Now for scheduled caste, reservation we give in education, jobs and legislature. Scheduled tribe also. And for OBC we have reservation in education and jobs. Now focus of welfare is for scheduled caste, the focus is to remove caste discrimination. For scheduled tribe the focus is to protect land, culture and identity. And for OBC the focus is to improve education and employment. Okay, so the social status is lowest position in caste hierarchy, scheduled caste. Scheduled tribe is outside caste hierarchy, and OBC is intermediate social position they have, right? Now let's begin NCSC. So the core idea basically comes from article 46. Article 46 is in DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. So DPSP guide the state in making laws and institution, right? So article 46 is promotion of educational and economic interest of SC, ST and weaker sections. So it says that state shall promote with special care the educational and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and protect them from social injustice and exploitation, right? So article 46 emphasizes for special protection for SC and ST, right? So NCSC and NCST were created to help ensure implementation of these safeguards, right? Now let's see the article. NCSC is article 338. We need to remember this, article 338. This is in part 16, special provisions relating to certain classes. Now originally in this article there was a special officer position was created for SC and ST. Later this was converted into a commission, right? And 89th constitutional, so when it was converted into commission, right, it was a single commission for both NCSC and NCST. So let's see it from here. So original constitution article 338 specified for a special officer, right? In 1978 a multi-member commission was created. So from one officer this was converted into a multi-member commission, and this was a non-statutory body, right? Now by 65th Constitutional Amendment Act 1990, National Commission for SC ST were given constitutional status. It was a multi-member body, right? So this was given a constitutional status. 65th Constitutional Amendment Act, and by 89th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2003, from this single one commission was separated into two commissions. SC and ST commissions were separated under Article 338 and 338A. So 89 Constitution Amendment Act 2003 separated SC and ST commissions. 338A. Okay, so we need to remember this. Now again there was one more Constitution Amendment Act which was enacted in 2018, 102 Constitution Amendment Act of 2018. This removed OBC. So OBC was removed from NCSC jurisdiction and a separate commission was created for NCBC, National Commission for Backward Classes, right? This was by 102. So 65th, 89 and 102. Now coming to the composition. So NCSC, all the three commissions consist of a chairman, vice chairman, 3 other members. So total 5 members, and conditions of service are decided by the president. Appointment is also done by the president, done by warrant under his hand and seal. So everywhere you will see it will be written, like if you are going through Lakshmikant, you will see appointment is done by warrant under his hand and seal. So warrant is basically an official written document. Okay, so this is nothing but this means that the appointment is made through an official written document personally authorized by the president or authenticated with the official seal of President of India. Okay, so now coming to the tenure is determined by the president. Generally it is of 3 years. Okay, and they are not eligible for appointment for more than 2 terms, right? So they can only be appointment for 2 terms, not more than that, and the members can resign anytime by writing to the president, right? Now for NCSC, their functions is surrounded around scheduled caste. So basically the main role is to safeguard the interests of scheduled caste, to investigate and monitor, safeguard, inquire into complaints of deprivation of right, participate and advise in socio-economic development, evaluate progress and development, present report to president annually, okay, and recommend measures for effective implementation, discharge functions related to protection power, protection, welfare and development, and any other function specified by the president, right? And okay, NCSC is a quasi-judicial body, so it has a power of civil courts. So during investigation, it can summon person, enforce attendance, examine witness, require discovery and production of documents. It can receive evidence on affidavits. It can requisite public records from court or office, and it can issue commissions for examination of witness. Okay, so these are the powers. So it has powers of civil court, and so it's a quasi-judicial body. Now report of NCSC. So commission will submit a report to the President of India. President places the report before the Parliament. Okay, and for state matters, the report is forwarded to the governor, right? And then governor will place the report before the state legislature. So along with the report, they present an action taken memorandum and reasons for non-acceptance of recommendations. Okay, so the commission will give recommendation. So the report is a report, whatever is presented, it has 2 parts. So whatever are the action taken based on the recommendations, and if some recommendations are not implemented, so why it were not implemented, right? So action taken memorandum is a document explaining the actions taken by the government on the recommendations. Memorandum is nothing but an official document, a written note. So this includes what are the steps, implementation, policies modified, schemes introduced, whatever the administrative action taken, timeline of implementation. Okay, so why this is done? Because this ensures accountability of a government towards the constitutional body. Okay, so this ensures accountability, it improves the accountability, right? Now role in safeguard for scheduled caste. So safeguards related to reservation in education, reservation in employment, political representation, protection from discrimination, welfare scheme, social justice measures, right? Now coming to the consultation requirements. So central and state governments must consult this commission on all major policy matters affecting the scheduled caste. So whatever major policy matters are there affecting the scheduled caste, both central and state government must consult National Commission for Scheduled Caste, but the advice of the commission is not binding on the government. So just remember, the advice is not binding. So this means it's an advisory body. It's a constitutional body, quasi-judicial body, and it's an advisory body, right? And also it's important to note that this commission handles similar functions for Anglo-Indian community, okay, as per constitution. Okay, now let's see National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. Okay, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. Article is Article 338A, Part 16 of the Constitution. Okay, this was created by 89th Constitution Amendment Act 2003. Okay, so earlier Article 338 covered both, right? So after this amendment, we had two bodies, we had seen this. So similar composition, all three commissions, same composition. Chairman, Vice Chairman and three other members. So total 5 members. Appointment done by President of India. Tenure, President generally 3 years. Okay, these are same. Now functions of NCSTs will be to safeguard the interest of scheduled tribes. So these are the same functions which were there for National Commission for Scheduled Caste, right? But it has some special focus areas for ST welfare. So 2005 President specified some other functions for this commission. So forest right, it looks into the forest rights of the scheduled tribe, like ownership and access to forest land and minor forest produce, then natural resources rights, rights over mineral water forest, prevent land annihilation, stop land grabbing, restore tribal land, participation in forest protection, involve scheduled tribes more in forest conservation, protect their tribal culture, language, tradition, identity, socio-economic development, education, livelihood, standard of living, rehabilitation of displaced scheduled tribes, like proper resettlement after displacement due to any development project or anything. Then prevent exploitation, protection from bonded labor and injustice, Forest Right Act implementation 2006, PESA Panchayat extension to Scheduled Area Act 1986 implementation for tribal self-governance in scheduled areas, right? Now reduce shifting cultivation, promote sustainable farming alternatives for them. Now monitor welfare schemes, so review ST development programs. So these are additional functions which this commission looks into for scheduled tribe welfare, right? Now power of National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, so it has same power of civil courts. Okay, so this is NCST is also a quasi-judicial body. Okay, and then report of NCST, similar, commission will submit the report to president. President then place this report before the parliament along with the action taken report, and the state government report is forward to governor. Governor then places this before state legislature. This is same and importance of NCST. So it ensures protection of tribal population mainly, and focus areas are social justice, economic development, culture preservation, protection from exploitation, and also all major policy matters which affect scheduled tribe. So center and state government must consult NCST for all this major policy matters, right? And the advice is not binding on the government. So this is quasi-judicial, advisory and constitutional body. Next we'll see National Commission for Backward Classes. Okay, National Commission for Backward Classes. So this is specified in Article 338B, Part 16. Okay, so NCBC was given constitutional status by 102 Constitution Amendment Act of 2018. Earlier NCBC was a statutory body. It was created in 1993 and it mainly dealt with the inclusion and exclusion in the OBC list. Okay, this was its main function. After this amendment of 2018, it became a constitutional body, right? Now composition, same, we have seen appointment, President of India, tenure, President generally 3 years, cannot be appointed for more than 2 terms. It's all same. Functions similar to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe commissions. And power, it has also power of civil court. So this is a quasi judicial body as well. Now coming to report, commission will submit the report to president, and president then will place the report to parliament along with the action taken report. Now the report is forward for state government. Report is forwarded to for state matters, report goes to state government and not to governor. So this is a point which we need to remember. For NCBC, the report does not go to governor, it directly goes to the state government. So then state government places the report before the state legislature according with the action taken report. Okay, so for other two, Article 338, 338A, and the report, president forwards report relating to state matters to the governor, and then governor places the report to state legislature. Okay, but here it is given to the state government, right? So why governor? In the case of scheduled case a scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, because scheduled caste and scheduled tribe are constitutionally sensitive groups. Okay, they are linked to social justice, fundamental rights, protection from discrimination, scheduled area administration, right? So governor has special constitutional responsibility regarding scheduled areas and tribal welfare. So here constitution ensures higher constitutional oversight through the governor. But in case of this commission, National Commission for Backward Class, Article 338B states that report related to state matter will be forwarded to state government. Basically, state government, by state government what we mean, Council of Ministers, which is headed by the Chief Minister, and it does not go to the governor, because OBCs are socially and educationally backward class. They are not linked to scheduled area administration, right? They are not linked to scheduled area administration. So governor does not have special constitutional responsibility for OBC welfare. Governor does not have that, but he has the responsibility for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, right? So OBC matters largely relate to reservation policy, inclusion, exclusion list, and welfare schemes. So here normal executive accountability is considered sufficient. That is why the report is directly goes to state government, right? So you can appreciate the difference. Now this is a comparative table. For this two commission, it goes to governor. For backward classes, goes to state government. So scheduled caste protection is core constitutional social justice mandate. Governor has special responsibility for scheduled areas, right? And OBC welfare mainly administrative policy matter, right? So that is why it goes to state government, right? Now constitutional amendments which are related to National Commission of Backward Class. First is the 102 Constitutional Amendment Act, which gave a constitutional status to this commission. This amendment added 2 articles. It added 338B, which we have seen, and it added one more article, 342A. Let's see what is 342A. Now this article provides the constitutional basis for OBC identification. Okay, President specifies list of socially and educationally backward classes, and this is commonly known as other backward class, right? So this article provides for the constitutional basis. So basically this provides for the list of OBCs, right? So and parliament can amend the list. So the decision is taken based on the recommendations of government. Okay, so see here it's written president specifies the list. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? President specify करता है list of OBC. Okay, this article says that. But when we say president specify, तो कभी भी wherever ना president does this, president do that, or president appoints, president decides. So जो भी ऐसे लिखा रहता है, it basically means it's done by the central government, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, right? So president works on their advice, मतलब on इनके basically he is a nominal executive, they are the real executive. The power are in hands of this Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, the central government, right? Not with the president. ऑफिशियली हम प्रेसिडेंट का नाम लेते हैं. सो प्रेसिडेंट के पास उनकी खुद की very limited real powers he had basically, जहाँ पे he does not have to take consultation. Most of the things he has to take the consultation. He works basically on their command, right? So here president specifies the list, but actually the decision is taken basis on the recommendation of the government and the commission's data survey etc, right? So president acts on the aid and advice of council of ministers. So this is very important for you to ये तो दिमाग में एकदम होना ही चाहिए for studying polity. So you have to keep this in mind. President acts on the aid and advice of council of ministers. So president does not, and इसका article भी remember, this is a very important article, article number 74. This specifies कि president acts as the aid and advice of council of ministers. Article 53 basically it says the executive power lays with the president, but this actual executive power president works on advice of council of ministers and the PM. This is mentioned in article 74. Okay, so these two articles are very important, very important. So this you have to keep in mind. ठीक है, ये एकदम से पढ़ के इसको याद रख लेना. Now going ahead, President does not personally select classes, right, but formally declares the list, so it becomes legally valid. So what the article says, ये article क्या बोलता है 342 है, President specified list of social economic backward classes for each state and union territory, and the list is notified through public notification, and Parliament can exclude or include any class from the list by law. So Parliament can amend the list, it was written, right. So these are the articles. So OBC list के लिए we have 342A, this 342A, 341 SC, ST is 342, right. Now what is the use of this list? So basically this list is used to give constitutional benefits to backward communities to ensure equality and social justice. So major uses are reservation in education. So we refer this list when we want to give constitutional benefits, like if we want to give reservation in education. So OBC students get reservation in college, universities, IITs, reservation in government jobs, central government jobs, welfare schemes, government design scholarship, skill program, financial support scheme targeted at backward class. Now social justice and equality, okay. So this helps reduce historical disadvantage, discrimination, lack of opportunities. So this is linked with Article 15.4 and 16.4, allow special provision for backward classes. So take a simple example. Suppose a community is found to be a backward class community, right, and if it is included in this list, then the students from that community can apply under OBC quota. For job applicants can apply under OBC reservation. They then become eligible for government support schemes which are there for their community, right. So this is about Article 342A. It basically provides the constitutional basis for OBC identification. We have President specifies the list of these classes. Now so we looked into the related articles, right. 15.4 and 16.4, this is special provision for backward class in education, and 16.4 talks about reservation government jobs. 338B is National Commission for Backward Class, and 342A President notifies this list. So these are the related articles of backward classes, right. Article 15.4, 16.4, 338B and 342A. Now consultation with NCBC on policy matters. Now with NCSC and ST we saw that central and state government have to consult, but the recommendation of the commission is not mandatory. But here central government and state government are required to consult the National Commission on all policy matters affecting social and economic backward, socially and educationally backward classes. Okay, as per the constitution it is there. But 105th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2021 made an important change. It said that the state governments are not required to consult NCBC while preparing and maintaining the state list of OBC. So this excluded the state government for this mandatory consultation. So this restored the power of state to identify and notify their own OBC list. Now states can independently prepare their own OBC list, okay. So this amendment made that possible. Now importance of NCBC. So this ensures social justice and equality, and the focus areas are reservation benefits, welfare scheme, education upliftment and social equality. Now let's see all these three commission in one glance. This is important, 338A and 338B. Category SC, ST, OBC, constitutional body. This became through 100 Constitution Amendment Act of 2018, right. Composition is same, 5 members appointed by president, okay, and tenure is 3 years. Removal is also by president, and at union level report is submitted to president, state level report is submitted to governor, and here state government, okay. And main focus is caste, to protect from caste discrimination, to protect tribal land culture identity, and it's for this welfare of socially and educationally backward classes, right. Key issues we have seen, and important laws monitored here is SC ST Prevention of Atrocities Act of 1989, here PESA Act 1996, and Forest Right Act of 2006. And here is the OBC reservation policy. And reservation scope we have for NCSC and ST, Education Job Legislature, and National NCBC is Education and Job only, and all the three have advisory functions, right? Okay. And I think there was one so यहाँ पे basically this article na for the list, so we saw right now article 341, 342, and this is 342A. So I'm just correcting it, this is wrongly written, right? So this was all about all these three commissions. Okay, we'll take the PYQs related to all these three commissions at last when we finish all the constitutional bodies. Okay, thank you.